Hey guys, Simon here making a little side video to talk about this awesome Back to the Future day. If you don't know, back in the day there was an awesome series of movies called, well, Back to the Future. In the movie, the characters traveled to the far off future of the 21st of October 2015, today's date. As you could probably imagine, the movie took some pretty strong liberties when describing what life would look like today, and a majority of it just didn't come true. I mean, just look at those clothes. People are making these connections with the film, trying to see if somehow the film predicted events going on today. Of course, not a lot has been found, but it's still fun to look. But while everyone's obsessed about this time-lapse with Back to the Future, many are unaware of another strange, time-traveling incident which could have predicted events going on today. Of course, I'm referring to the event which flung Sarkhan Vol back to the past during the Tarkir block. Sarkhan, a native to Tarkir, was thrown back in time by the spirit of the deceased dragon planeswalker Ugin. On his adventure, he had managed to save Ugin's life and restore the flights of dragons to the skies of Tarkir. But did he perhaps change more than he intended to? If Back to the Future has taught me anything, it's that time is a fickle mistress, one which can bear consequences to those who mess with it. Maybe our world and magic would have been a lot different if he had never went back in time, but how can we tell since this is our reality now? Well, we can't, but hey, in the spirit of Back to the Future Day, we can still theorycraft. Like, maybe Sarkhan going back in time is what allowed Jace Beleren and Liliana Vess to reconnect. These two planeswalkers only started talking again when Liliana needed Jace's help with the Chain Veil that was cursing her. But the Chain Veil only came into being when the tribe of ogres who created it mysteriously died out in a single night. Of course, this means that Sarkhan from an alternate past traveled to Chandalar and massacred the ogres because they threatened his then dragon lord, Nicol Bolas. Bolas then crafted the Chain Veil himself, knowing that it would one day fall into the hands of Liliana. This means that Nicol Bolas had met Sarkhan in the wrong past to work on an alliance, which resulted in the enslavement of another Sarkhan in the future. But that's not possible, so it leaves us with the conclusion that Sarkhan must be Nicol Bolas. So Sarkhan is Nicol Bolas. That means Sarkhan set Liliana up with the Demon Lords, knowing it would eventually lead her to the Chain Veil. This ultimately would bring Liliana to the cursed state we see her in now, asking for Jace's help and reigniting a love story which is like the only one found in all of Magic the Gathering. But why? Why would Sarkhan Bolas do this? I mean, going back in time to save his enemy Ugin while pretending to be his friend Sarkhan? It's obvious. He needs to go to Zendikar to free the Eldrazi. But why save Ugin? He wants to save Zendikar and end the Eldrazi. It makes no sense, unless... Oh my god guys, I think I've discovered the true secret behind all this time-traveling nonsense. The forging of the relationship between Jace and Liliana, the returning to Zendikar, and resurrection of Ugin. It all makes Wizards of the Coast a lot of money. This is what the people wanted, and Sarkhan Bolas gave it to us. Which means that Sarkhan Bolas is in fact someone from the company, looking to guide the story in the most profitable way possible. Guys, Sarkhan Vol and Nicol Bolas are both Mark Rosewater. I knew it! You couldn't fool me, Mark. Happy Back to the Future Day, guys.